Los Angeles, November 3rd, 2016, 8:17 p.m. On a quiet Tuesday night, the Los Angeles Police Department received a call that didn't sound like an emergency at first. There was no screaming, no crying, just breathing. For nearly 4 seconds, the dispatcher heard nothing but faint air moving through a phone. Then a voice. A child's voice. Low, controlled, almost rehearsed. "Please, don't hang up." The dispatcher immediately straightened in her chair. She asked the standard question. 911, what is your emergency? The boy didn't answer. Instead, he whispered one sentence. "I don't know where I am." Then the line went silent. The call that wouldn't end. The dispatcher tried again. "Can you tell me your name?" Nothing. "Are you hurt?" Silence. The line was still open, the phone was still connected, but the child wasn't speaking anymore. In the background, there was something else, a low, repeating sound. At first, dispatch thought it was traffic. Then someone realized it was wind, not city noise, not a television, not a house. Open wind. The dispatcher calmly asked the boy to press any button on the phone if he could hear her. After nearly 10 seconds, a single tap. Then nothing. Protocol kicked in. Police began tracing the call's location while the dispatcher stayed on the line, speaking slowly, carefully, afraid that any sudden tone might make the child hang up. The system returned a location. Not a house, not an apartment. An empty lot. A fenced-off piece of land between two abandoned warehouses on the edge of the city. No registered buildings, no active utilities, no reason for anyone, especially a child, to be there. Officers were dispatched immediately. Arrival at the location. At 8:29 p.m., the first patrol car arrived. The lot was dark. No streetlights, no cars, no people. Just dirt, weeds, and a rusted chain-link fence swaying in the wind. The dispatcher was still connected to the call. She asked the boy to make any sound. Nothing. But then, over the open line, officers heard it too. Footsteps. Slow. Careful. Crunching lightly like shoes on gravel. One officer froze because the footsteps weren't coming through the phone. Officers entered the property with flashlights. They called out, "Police! If anyone's here, make yourself known!" No response. They swept the area. Behind one warehouse, they found something that didn't belong. A small sneaker, child-sized, clean, untorn, placed neatly near the fence. But no signs of a struggle. No blood, no footprints leading away. Just the shoe. The dispatcher suddenly spoke up. The call was still connected. And now, there was breathing again. But it was different. Heavier. Closer to the microphone. The dispatcher leaned toward her screen. She spoke softly. "I'm still here. You're not in trouble. Can you hear me?" A pause. Then the child whispered again. "They said not to tell," the dispatcher asked. "Who said that?" For several seconds, there was no reply. Then the boy said one final sentence. "I think they found me." The call disconnected. Police searched the lot for over 3 hours. They brought in dogs. Nothing. No child was found. No missing persons report matched the voice. No fingerprints were recovered from the shoe. The phone used to make the call was never located. The number didn't belong to any active account. And the most disturbing detail? The call didn't originate from ground level. According to the signal data, The phone's position changed slightly during the call, as if it was being carried, at a height inconsistent with a child walking. The incident was quietly logged as an unresolved emergency call. No suspects, no follow-up press release, no explanation. The recording still exists. Dispatchers who have heard it describe the same feeling. Not fear, but certainty. That the child wasn't lost, he was hiding. And whatever he was hiding from was close enough to hear him whisper. Police never received another call from that number. But the empty lot? It's now fenced tighter than before, and locals say that late at night, when the wind is strong, you can still hear a phone ringing, with no one around to answer it. Officially, the case was logged as an unresolved emergency call in 2016. No suspects, no recovery, no closure. I've worked hundreds of cases. Most fade with time. This one didn't, because the child never sounded lost. He sounded like he knew exactly what was happening. And he knew something else, too. That talking to us was dangerous.